Warning, bloodcore violence, strong language. Okay. Welcome to Baden Trader. On the stage, we shall be toying with fate. Wow. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever door you like. Okay, devil, I am the demon. Control the demon, yeah, Attack it, play nice. Okay, I am the human. Attack it. Kill the demon doll this time and it doesn't resist. Okay, what if I do this and try the wicked one? Attack. Wow. In tutorial. I am a maiden. Yeah. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. Okay, you are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon lords apparently love capturing those. Okay, you think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't given the opportunity. Who knows? You are in church, you pray to God, asking why you have been born in this role of maiden. Respect the divine plan and all, but you are really just curious as to what the point of it is. You're really impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you would understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. Leave a note, a venture force to find a demon just to, see what happens. Not long into your letter adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Introduce yourself. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting a lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid. You think, why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. This is the end? Do I try something else? Let's try the maiden again. Okay. Yeah. I get it. What if we shout for a hero? The hero doesn't come. Okay, it's the same. Is there anything I can do as a maiden? Yeah, it's only 2 choices and it's all, okay, it's all the same. I clicked by mistake. You're a demon underling in service of Overlord. You aren't practically strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Yeah, humans rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an awful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserved to be kicked off her throne. Only wanted to vent your frustration, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination. Oh my god, should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's not. You tell your friends you are totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with this, after all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The other not, but don't seem convinced. You say a coup, would be more effort than it's worth. You're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous way. The challenge of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to a nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. Let's try something different. Tell her to, When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she starts talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand human at all. You speak the human language, of course, which is which has always confused you, because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden is going on unknown about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line for what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sound like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you find this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. Oh my god. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything is cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easy-going boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even consider overthrowing her. Oh my god. Are you saying this in front of her? Oh my god, yeah. She gives you a look and you say, that was just a joke, of course. He smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. What about the maiden? Okay, it's still going. After a few hours of free sleep, you are rudely awakened by the sound of a battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk. Save myself, yeah. You look around at lifeless forms of Zeus you have known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad to not be in their shoes, yeah. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons, where you will live peacefully alone in some deep dark fortress somewhere. Okay, that's it. Can I choose something else? Yeah. I'll still choose to... Yeah, let's not do this, okay? And tell her to quit. Yeah, still the same. And now I'm gonna avenge my friends. Yeah, who does this guy think he is, coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac? What did we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the ground. The guard who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. You like that guard, you wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone, tastes like iron. What the fuck? The hero strangles, you feel his sword go through you, but there is no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken, your army has won. You have earned your rest. Okay, I won. Wow. Okay, let's choose something else. What if I eat the maiden this time? Now I'm gonna eat the maiden. Like, she's supposed to be eaten. Maiden aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without as much as a second thought and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you. Huh? With curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show, change your mind and leave. I'm gonna put on a show. Okay, you attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his bone crunch delightfully. Your audience scream, grow louder, applause. You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the village down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You are just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closed. Performance underling. Okay, let's do it again, but this time change our mind in the village. Okay, you know what, let's overthrow her. No, you are sick of this lord. Okay, let's go. You agree that it's time to change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new overlord. You like the sound of it? You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you want it. Your friends are very impressed. You assure them you will talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle. It's the same. Okay, good. Let's eat her. Yeah, the same. Everything the same. I'm gonna change my mind this time. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any trouble acts you would commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one letter underling after all. This little day out has been, I don't know, refreshing you. Return to the castle, thinking you will take a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you are rudely awakened by, okay, again? Okay, the same ending. Yeah. Okay. So, what's the difference if I start the coup, but then take the maid maybe? Yeah, let's take the maid with us. Let's go. It's all the same. Yeah, all the same. Let's save ourselves again. Okay. We did everything with those two, right? Is there more options for polite? Wait, let me check. Polite. Yeah, I did it. Why wasn't it? Okay. Overlord. There is a lot more. There is bad end. What is bad end? There is more endings? How does the maiden have more endings? It's only... What? How? How does a maiden meet the overlord? How does a maiden eat? Did I have a choice at first? Okay, let's be polite. Yeah, okay. Okay, reset the stage. Does applying this make anything? Okay, let's take the overlord. You are the overlord. You live in a castle, surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think? I don't know. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There is even a role called hero whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You have actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they will leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You are still new to the whole overlord thing. If you are being quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself a higher standard like that. One of your other likes, I know this. You're saying something about how yeah, I know. Maybe I can give them the day off. Yeah, nothing is gonna happen then. Yeah, they thank you. Yeah, you have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for. Okay, you awake to a huge commission outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldier. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerk. Wait. Jerk what? I don't know. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you are holding capture. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong for cutting down your army. You're unable to defeat him. With decisive swing, he stabs you and cuts you to pieces. Oh my god. You feel you have failed your subjects. He spit curses weakly. You wish you would have been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you self-strength. These are your thoughts as you are swallowed by darkness. conquered overlord. Reset the stage. Okay. Let's be tyrant. Tells him to go back to work. Okay. Lecture about responsibility, yada yada. You look, I get it. Yeah. I fell asleep. Just another one of your Again? Oh my god. It's all the same. Okay, at least I'm tyrant this time. What if I don't want to eat her. Yeah, let's not eat her. And then try the maiden. Can the maiden meet the overlord this way? Just go. You're gonna die anyways. Or no, you're not gonna die. Anyways, reset stage. Now the maiden. Let's go. What if I introduce? Oh, the demon. Something changed. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna meet the overlord finally. Yeah, I get it. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. You explain why you have come and she's quince at you. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You have always been told to humans that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen, then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you have been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been made like enough. You ask the overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here. So if I leave, the hero is not gonna come to rescue, right? Yeah, you don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. Along the way you encounter a hero. He's covered in demon blood. You're frightened by the sight of him and run away. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions and you tell them your story. As you explain that the overlord had never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon. Oh my god. Sempsire. The crowd is growling and... You don't understand. You have only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero? They ask. You couldn't have possibly escaped the overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't the horrible creature we know them to be. So they say, have the people of the village always been this blinded by their fear and hatred of things they have never cared to know? Okay, humans, You wonder how you missed that before. You are seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. Oh, you don't want to die. You wonder what it have been better to hide the truth. You don't like the thought of that. I've always lived honestly, so what? So why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voice of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so sorry. Okay, the maiden is executed. What the fuck? This is the stage. The maiden again, but not obedient. Refused to leave. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. A little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out of or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monster you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you would never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You have always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different but really they are just trying to live their lives the same as you. Feel like you are starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I have said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be the super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like it, like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you have always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. But a hero barks into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid dripping from his weapon too. You realize it must be the demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart and unable to scream. The Overlord you had just been getting along with so well has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you had been deceived by her sweet words. Demon or ruthless monsters, after all, you somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. Never look back. Escape. What if the Overlord doesn't kill the hero? Oh, the maiden. Yeah, yeah. Well, we saw this from the maiden's side view. Tell her she would be better go home. Let her stay for a while. Yeah. Okay, this is the same that happened with the maiden, but this is yeah. Not gonna read this again. You joke that you may yeah. I get it. Now the hero comes. Now I have the choice. He shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there unsure of himself as he's covered in demon. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly, seeing your several bodies in pieces all. That hero did this. There is so much blood. Why did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? The hero starts babbling, apologizes and excuses, realizing you're far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. Oh my god. You have had it with these humans always murdering you. Wow. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You're alone. Shit. Okay, I need to change something here. Maybe I need to play as the hero now. You're the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told the maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at a nearby demon. who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out. You don't lie, you don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, so we're born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden, but demon soldier block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. I'm gonna kill them. Should I? Yeah. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle front gate. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There is no way to sneak past this monster if you want to reach the Overlord. Can I ask if they will? You attempt to explain why you have come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicious. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier. You haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Oops. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for... You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. You make it to the Overlord's chambers and hope you're still in time to save the maiden. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord just as you suspected, but for some reason you can't sense anything there happening. Oh my god. Okay, destroy the Overworld, ask the maiden what's going on. Yeah, and I'm gonna die. Yeah, she's explaining, and yeah, the Overlord goes, she's it. And this is all just a big misunderstanding. Oh yeah, okay. Let's do it again, but not heroic. I'm not gonna kill the demons at first. Yeah. Forgetting your pride, escape your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you will be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some bloody demons. Let's go. You're a hero after all. This is your job. Oh, I reached the castle. Okay. Can I be diplomatic? Yeah. You go on. Explaining. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That seems to trust you and scout you directly to the Overlord chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation where you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to be hesitant. Ask the maiden what's going on. The maiden explains what never actually captured. Okay. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. You try to make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her track, and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the Overlord castle is... Oh my god, what? You can't help but feel relieved you have got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off towards the burning castle. Panic sets in, and your fellow try to stop her. The smoke is so thick, you have already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. Feels hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You will return to the village and tell them there was nothing you can do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Oh my god. And B? Okay, again, but maybe I give him a day off? Or just... Okay, let's see what changed here. Yeah. You don't get to sleep long, your friends wake you up rude. One of them is stepping on your pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They are gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. I'm being a pretty lazy under. You of course reply with, that sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead? Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna choose to die. Friends seems pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly sees you. Who's still loyal to the overlord really has no place in our castle, you understand, right? Their clothes tighten around your neck. They don't bother to strangle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend. You tell them. They slit your throat in response. Oh shit. Okay, so the start of this, I need to not be tyrant. Okay, let's go. You're the overlord. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna give him a day off. This is all because I didn't give him a day off. Yay. The maiden game. Okay, good. Yeah, it's all the same. And the hero, yeah, let her stay. The hero didn't kill anyone. Come on. Yeah, everything is good. I can let them go. Yeah. Okay. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being... oh my god, still? Try to escape, but something is blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being... Huh? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe. Oh my god. Okay. You will see them in hell. I'm dead. So this wasn't about being tyrant or not. Is it something as a maiden? Maybe the maiden can do something here? I need to stop the castle from burning. How do I do this now? The hero, everything. Good. Okay, it's still burning. You quickly reach the overlord's room, but the door is shut. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pour your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you have forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick, you can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't gotten much time left now. You desperately head toward the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expect. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the overlord. Oh my god. Okay, I'm dying. So all this leading to the same thing. Why are you useless? You need to be not useless. What if I tell them let's kill her and then... yeah. Okay. Let's go. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if you have any idea what they're gonna do about this. Figured they just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. They could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of this directless thugs unless without someone's guidance, your guidance. They would probably be casualties if you fought her head on. And while showy as maker, your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. Really don't want it to come down to this, but you can't back down now. You will have to. A pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. Oh my god. They take off into the castle, or they head to the overlord. Fuck. The overlord will kill you for sure if she found out. Oh my god. Sure enough, the maiden already. Okay. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, expecting, okay. They cry that it was all your idea. You can't believe they would tell the Overlord as okay. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place. Crushed Beanie Smile heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep, shoot out her strings. You hear, oh my god, they're closing the door or something? Yeah, you're trapped. All of them trapped now? Oh shit. Oh shit. You pound on the door, scream. Curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish you would have the chance. Overlord grabs the sorcery cry. You were forced into this mess, you're sure. Now that they would have killed you if you sided with her. But the Overlord hasn't heard your fears. She tries her Okay, I'm dead. At least she made it quick. Okay. I'm dead, but they are saved, I guess. So maybe this time I'm the Overlord and try to not kill him. Okay, they came back, yeah. They tell, yeah, everything is the same. Okay. In a distance, yeah. Okay, this is how you will die, burned alive. You notice the maiden crying. Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration you don't even notice that you're grabbing Xander. Oh my god. Don't tell me she's gonna still kill him. They cry that they didn't want to. You almost feel sorry for them. Forgive them. Yeah, okay. Now the four of them, alive. You release Xander and killing them won't make you feel any better. Besides, they have already gotten their punishment. You will all burn together. Oh shit. Overlord's true ending. I got the true ending for Overlord. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. True end. You say to yourself, what was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you shouldn't have been well aware of what you have been shown when you enter this place. It's a problem I have seen quite often. At some point you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws. You started wishing for their happiness, but you aren't going to find that here in my theater. My lovingly crafted. Oh my god. Anyway, I hope you will pardon the interruptions. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on the next ending is always yours. I will leave you to it, dear guest. So, this is all I can get. True ending. I got the true ending. Is there something I can do here? This is all bad end. Okay, maybe try it in another video. Got the true ending for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want. Peace.